Today I'm going to lead you in a lesson on making stem and leaf plots. Now you may have heard of those. I'm not sure. I think some of you have. It's just another way to show data, kind of a fun, different type of graph. And we're going to go ahead and get started on a lesson. So you need to get out your math journal if you haven't already. You're going to want to turn to your table of contents and put in making stem and leaf plots. And I'll show you how to spell that here in a minute. Make sure you go to the correct pages and mark your page numbers on the corners as well. So if you need to pause and get those things out, you may do that. Make sure that you are on the right page so that you are able to track your lessons. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the iPad over and get started, and I just need you to follow along, okay? Actually, I can't flip it that way apparently. Alright, so, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this apparently. Bear with me. Okay, so this is making stem and leaf plots. I've already written the definition of a stem and leaf plot right here. So if you need to pause this right now and write the definition down, why don't you go ahead and do that? It says a stem and leaf plot shows groups of data arranged by place value. So the word arranged just means put into order. So we're going to arrange them and put them in order by their place value. So go ahead and pause this and write down the definition. Alright, if you have written down your definition, I'm going to go ahead and write the question down. I need you just to write it also. You can either follow along or stop and pause the video. The question says, Jeremy plays miniature golf. I'm not very good at miniature golf. And keeps track of his scores. Okay, if you need to write that down, go ahead and do it. I'm going to draw the chart here. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines in this chart. The top one is going to be the title, and then we're going to fill in the chart. It may take me a second to fill it out. These are all of his scores for mini golf. Almost done. Okay, so there's all of his scores. Alright. Now over here to the side, we're going to write step 1. I'm going to circle it. It says write a, what do you think it is? Title. Alright, so let's come up with a title. Let's look at the question, not question, but the sentence here. It says, Jeremy plays miniature golf, keeps track of his scores. So here, I'm just going to make up a title that goes along with the problem. I'm going to write miniature golf scores. Okay? Alright, so we wrote our title. Check. Next, I'm going to use the tens digit for the stems. Alright, that means we write the tens digits in order from least to greatest. So our tens digits are next to the ones digit. So this is a tens digit, this is a tens, this is a tens, and so on. So we're going to write them in order from least to greatest. Now I may need to raise this up so you can see a little more. Alright, so I'm going to draw a line here. I'm going to put the tens digits in order from least to greatest. So the smallest one I see is a 5. Alright, and then I see a 6, a 7, an 8, and a 9 looks like it's the biggest tens digit. Alright, so let's put here, write the tens digits in order from least to greatest. Okay, again, if you need to pause this, which you probably do, go ahead and pause it now so that you can, I'm going to zoom in for you, so that you can write that down. It says write the tens digit in order from least to greatest. Alright, next you're going to want to write down your tens. I'm having an awkward visit with Miss Anderson right now. Okay, sorry. Alright, now you're going to write down your tens place over here. We're going to fill in on this side all of our ones digits. So we're going to go to our number that has a 5 in the tens place, which there's only one of them, and we're going to put the ones digit that belongs with it right next to it. Alright, there's no other 5s, there's no other 50s, so we're just going to leave 53. Next, let's find our lowest digit with a 6. Looks like 60 is the smallest, so we're going to put a 0. Our next digit with the 6 is 62. So we're going to put a 2. The next one I see is 65. I see 2 67s. And I see a 69. Actually, I see 3 67s. And a 9. Okay. Next, we're going to go to the 7s. I see a 72. A 76. And a 78. Okay. Our 8s, I see an 80, an 81, an 82, so 82, and I think that's it. And then lastly, I see a 97. That was a really good score. So now we've actually went ahead and made our stem and leaf plot. Up here is the stem. That is a weird M. That's the stem. And these are the leaves. Okay. Pause the video now and write this in your journal. I'm going to zoom in, actually. Zoom out. Okay, hopefully by now you've paused it and you went ahead and wrote it. So our last step was step 3. And we used the ones digit for digits, actually, the leaves. We use the ones digit for the leaves. These are the leaves. So the stem is the tens digit, and then the leaves were all of the ones. Alright? And that's all you have to do in order to make a stem and leaf plot. I know that probably took you a little while, so go ahead and take a break and use this data right here to work your problems. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Actually, I won't see you tomorrow. Have a good day.